My name is Joanne Lockwood. I use the pronouns she and her. I describe myself as a trans woman. I transitioned about coming over 6 years ago now. I spent most of my career running IT companies in the IT world. I sold my business in 2017 and gender transitioned at the same time.
Diversity and inclusion, to you, what does that mean?
But fundamentally, it's about creating environments, experiences for people where they can thrive, they can feel full positive. And that's, I think, the output, because we talk about inputs, we talk about all the challenges of D&I, but the outcome really is creating environments where people can thrive. That our differences are our superpower, and the inclusion element is recognizing that our differences mean that we need to be included in a different way. We can't treat everyone the same. We're not motivated the same. We don't want to be communicated the same way. We're not empowered. We're not challenged in the same way. So the diversity is all different. Inclusion is recognizing that we all need to be empowered in a different way. I started my own IT company when I was in my early 30s, having worked for a couple of banks. But it was probably when I got to my mid to late 40s. Once you start maybe coasting in life at that age, you start to look around, start to realise what life's all around. And I think it just came to the forefront of my mind in my mid to late 40s. I shared this inner secret that I had with my wife in probably 2012. It was that point there I realised that all I was doing really was just brushing it under the carpet, ignoring it. So I shaved my beard off almost that afternoon. And I joined a trans support group run by the Beaumont Society, who are a national charity who've been going for many years. I found their local club, for want of a better way of putting it, support group, and started going to their... I've got rid of that angry blokey character, that person who has been driving my head all this time, shutting the rest of me out. And now I'm in charge of my own head. The people, how I want to be, who I am, is now running my life. And that's how it kind of felt. There is a whole lot of lived experience in there that you have to get to know yourself. You have to like yourself. You have to be proud of yourself. You have to be comfortable with your own skin. You have to be comfortable in your own gender identity. You have to, we spend all of our lives dealing with gender programming, with the blue, the pink, boys' toys, girls' toys, expectation for boys, expectation for girls. It's incredibly difficult to unlearn and relearn that programming.
Do you feel
that's probably the hardest thing I found. I think what happened was I didn't want to be a trans person talking about being trans. I felt that I had more to offer than just talking about myself. So that's why I moved away from just being solely focused on trans awareness. It wasn't making me satisfied as a person. I felt I had more to give in a different direction. So I still promote trans awareness. I still do a lot of training courses. It's a big part of my business. So creating environments where everybody can succeed and thrive means that I'm everybody. It means I can succeed and thrive as well. So that's how I kind of saw it. And I still see it that way. I get a lot more satisfaction about talking about the bigger picture than just talking about me. I took part in a Channel 4 documentary. So if you are interested in finding out more about me or myself, my wife, during my gender transition, so that it followed us for 3 years. We had a TV film crew.
Wow.
You can find that on Channel 4, all 4 catch up. And we also appeared on Gogglebox. So I've have the pleasure of being talked about by the Goggleboxers. But what makes me happy and warm is the genuine warmth they had. They didn't understand, they didn't get it, they talked about it, and you could hear their thought processes between them going, oh, I don't get that, I don't get that, I don't get that. So that taught me a lot about myself, it taught me a lot about people, and it gave me a lot of hope, because the questions they were asking were valid, they were genuine, they were kind of, I understood their confusion, and I thought it was really powerful. So it was a great experience. I think that's a good bit of advice, is if you are starting a business, you are doing something, then there's no quick fix, there's no free lunch, there's no easy dinner here. It is it's proportionate to the amount of graft you put in. Even if you get lucky or have a lot of money behind you, you've still got a lot of learning to do. And there's a lot of learning went on in those first 2 years. Believe in yourself, trust yourself. Won't be easy, but you'll get there. I think that's the advice I would give. Just be you.